Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to another Behind the Brand video. This week I have a super busy week ahead of me. It's probably the busiest week of my year. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm currently working on my next sewing pattern. It's called the Daisy pattern and it's a really beautiful V-neck button-up dress pattern that's going to be available to purchase on the 5th of December 8:30 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, which by the time you're watching this video will be in just a couple of days time. And this week I'm kind of working on all the fun finishing details of putting this pattern together. I've actually been working on this pattern since the beginning of the year. It has been such a process, but we're finally at the end and now I'm up to all the really fun, satisfying last minute bits and pieces. I have a massive to-do list filled with everything that I need to get done this week, and I thought it would be fun to pick up the camera and kind of document it all. These last little bits of the pattern making process are super satisfying to do and actually are a lot of fun to document as well. I really like being able to look back on the whole process, and hopefully it will be interesting for you to see a little bit of what goes into making a pattern. And late last week, the paper version of the Daisy pattern arrived. It's in this box here. I'm still waiting on the pattern envelopes for the paper patterns, so they should hopefully arrive sometime this week as well. But before I do open this package, I actually have a couple of orders that I need to package and send out. So I'm going to start my day by doing that and then walking to the post office to send them off. All right, time to unroll these patterns and have a look. Fingers crossed they've been printed correctly. So a little bit about the Daisy pattern. The pattern is going to be available in sizes 4 to 24, and I'll have a link to my size guide down in the description below so you can see which size is best for you. It will also be available in both pattern and digital forms. So if you didn't want to pay for postage, you can simply purchase the digital pattern, and that way you can download it, print it, and start making it right away. So here is the paper pattern for the Daisy. I'm just so relieved because everything is perfect and I'm really, really happy with the quality of the print. It looks so crisp. So now I have the super tedious job of folding each and every one of these sheets of paper so they can be packaged into the envelopes when they arrive. I think I'll quickly now show you what the envelope cover is going to look like, because that's kind of like a really big part of the whole pattern. Okay, so the colour I've picked for the Daisy dress is this beautiful, almost like pistachio matcha green shade. And this is what the cover of the pattern envelope is going to look like. This also gives you a little bit of a look at the Daisy pattern as well. Like I said, it's a V-neck button-up dress, like fully button up, even the skirt, and there are 2 sleeve options, plus you can make it sleeveless as well. And I just think it looks so pretty. It's just such a beautiful shade of green, and yeah, every single one of the patterns I've made so far has its own kind of color theme, and I think this green just looks so nice with the other colors I've already made the other patterns out of. So yeah, the next couple of hours is just going to be a whole lot of folding these patterns up. I'm just gonna probably listen to an audiobook or a podcast while I do it and do a little time lapse of it as well. This is definitely the most tedious job that I have on my to-do list this week. So once this is done, I'll feel a lot better about it all. Okay, so it has been a fair few hours of folding the patterns and I think I'm about halfway done. I'm not even close to being finished. So I'm gonna have a break because it's actually quite taxing on my back and my hands are really starting to hurt as well. As soon as I fold them, I just press them underneath a whole bunch of Frankie magazines. Look how ridiculously big my Frankie magazine collection is. It is, yeah, a little bit crazy. I was a bit obsessed when I was a teenager. And now I'm gonna just leave these here overnight just to compress down a little bit. It just makes packaging them up into the pattern envelopes so much easier. So while I have a break from folding up the patterns, I'm going to start working on the instruction booklet that goes with the paper patterns. This is just one that goes with the willow pattern, and so far I have written down all of the instructions, but I have to start drawing the diagrams that go with them. So as you can see, I have all the instructions as well as some like pretty basic diagrams to go with them. I'll also obviously be making video instructions as well to go along with the pattern. And that way, if you like to see instructions done visually, you will have that option too. So what I'm gonna do this afternoon is start drawing some of these diagrams. I can use some of my past diagrams because a few elements are the same as some past patterns I've brought out, but there is going to be a whole heap of new drawings I'll have to add as well. So this will probably take me the rest of today. And then tonight I will hopefully fill up to folding more of the paper patterns because I plan to film the instructions video tomorrow. So I kind of need all the patterns out of this space so I can film that. So they kind of need to get done. But yeah, I'm gonna borrow Matt's iPad now and do a little bit of drawing. I've been super busy making and filming the instruction video that is going to go along with the daisy pattern, and I ended up making and filming all 3 versions of the pattern because yeah, you do need to show the different ways of making each dress, which turned out to be quite a bit of sewing, hence why it took 2 solid days, but I'm so happy with how they've turned out. Let me show you. Here is your very first look at the daisy dress. So like I said, there are 3 versions of the dress. Version A is this one here with these adorable elasticated puffy sleeves. Version B has these amazing shirred puffy sleeves. And then version C is a lined sleeveless option. So yeah, you can make 3 different dresses with the pattern. This fabric here is a broderie anglaise by A&R Fabrics. They actually kindly gifted me this fabric and it is the most stunning embroidered cotton in the most lovely eucalyptus shade. I'm obsessed with it and I'm so excited to wear this dress all summer long. And the last dress I made out of some secondhand fabric I picked up recently, and it is giving me complete school uniform vibes. But I have to say, I'm so happy with how the 3 fabrics look together. I think they all complement each other really nicely. Let me actually try one on for you so I can show you what they look like properly. I've got a new mirror in my hallway, so I thought I'd show you here. Here is a look at the daisy dress. I am completely obsessed with it. I think it is so, so beautiful. Such a classic style and Really nice that it's got a V-neck with the buttons. Just gives it a little bit of a fun detail that I really like. And obviously the sleeves are just like perfect. I love a good puffy sleeve, if you didn't already know. I really don't want to take this dress off, but I haven't taken photos of it yet, so I'm a little bit freaked out to wear it, so I think I'm gonna get changed. But as soon as I take photos of these dresses, I honestly don't think I'll be taking them off. Oh, and of course, they have pockets. Wouldn't be a Rosery apparel pattern without pockets. So yeah, the instruction video will be going out on December the 5th at 8:30 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time at the same time as the pattern is available. So you'll be able to watch through the instructions as you make your daisy dress. But what I have planned for today is I managed to get the instruction booklets finished, all the drawings done. So first thing this morning, I went to Officeworks to go get them printed, and I have them here in this box ready to be stitched up. The envelopes for the paper pattern haven't arrived yet. It's currently Thursday. They sent me an email yesterday saying that they shipped them and they are coming via express post. So fingers crossed they arrive today, and if not today, then tomorrow, so I can get some photos taken of these patterns to be able to put them up on my website. And then it will be a week before the pattern goes live. So I'm feeling pretty organized. I think I can get everything done in a little over a week. But yeah, let me show you these instructions and show you how I kind of stitch them to make the instruction booklet. Okay, so once it's folded up, this is what it looks like. It's just got the daisy dress written on the inside, and then all the instructions you need to be able to make this dress. And then what I do to bind them is just do a row of stitching in the center of the booklet to keep all the pages together. And then they get packaged up with the patterns that I folded the other day into the envelope, and that is the paper pattern. I've shared this process for many of my other patterns in other behind the brand videos, so I don't even know if this is interesting to you anymore, but hopefully if you're new to my channel, you are enjoying this little insight into this whole process of pattern making. Like I said at the start of this video, I really enjoy documenting this whole process. It's a lot of fun to look back on, and these last little finishing touches are some of my favorite things to do. It's just so satisfying to see the whole pattern come together after months and months of working on it. So yeah, I hope you can tell I'm excited, and yeah, I'm ready to get started on making these pattern booklets. Okay, so I have finished stitching up all of the instruction booklets. It actually didn't take too long, like maybe an hour and a half. There's still no sign of the envelopes today though, so that's a bit sad. I was really hoping to be able to package up the patterns today. So hopefully they will arrive tomorrow so I can do it then. But for now I'm going to actually start editing this video just so I can get a bit of a head start on it. And I've made myself a little iced matcha latte. Working with the matcha coloured paper all morning has me craving a matcha latte, and it's finally warming up here in Tasmania, so yeah, I can wear summery dresses and drink iced lattes. So I'm going to enjoy the sunny afternoon and yeah, start editing this video. Okay, so exciting news. The pattern envelopes have finally arrived, which means I can get busy packaging up the paper patterns so I can get ready to take photos of them and put them up on the website, ready for next week's launch. I'm just so relieved they're here. They're beautiful. Let me show you them. Okay, I've ordered 500 because I like to buy them in bulk, and that way I've got a whole stack of them. I shouldn't be running out of this anytime soon. And here is a look at the daisy pattern envelopes. How pretty are these? I just love the matcha green color so much. And then on the back, you've got all the sizing information as well as how much fabric is required for each dress style. Super relieved they're here and super happy with the quality of them as well. Okay, so I've got the instruction booklets and the envelopes, and I've got the patterns all folded up. So now it's time to get busy packaging up these paper patterns. The first batch of daisy patterns are all packaged up. Packaging them up really doesn't take that long. It's probably the quickest part of putting these paper patterns together. So that kind of happened really quickly. So now I need to take photos of everything and upload all the info onto my website, ready for December the 5th. I also this morning just announced the daisy pattern over on Instagram, and it was just really fun to share it this morning and yeah, get such an overwhelmingly lovely response. You all really seem to love the button-up design, and I'm just so glad you're as excited about this pattern as I am. And something that has been asked a few times this morning is whether or not I'm bringing sewing kits out with this pattern, and sadly I'm not able to do that this time. It would have been really nice just pre-Christmas to have the sewing kits because they could make potentially really nice gifts for people, but yeah, I just didn't have time to source the recycled vintage fabrics this time, and that's kind of what makes the kits really special. Hopefully sometime next year I'll be bringing out more sewing kits, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, for the rest of today I'm going to start working on the digital patterns. So yeah, I have a lot of work on my computer for the next couple of days, just getting the digital pattern sorted, and once I've taken all the photos of everything, it will be a lot of uploading them to my website, which isn't going to be the most interesting thing to watch. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed following along as I prepare the daisy pattern this week. It has been such a busy week. Like I said, probably one of the most busiest weeks of my year, but it's also been very productive, and I really feel like everything's coming together nicely now, and the daisy pattern is so close to being complete. Like always, I will also be sending an exclusive discount code to my newsletter subscribers in the days leading up to the daisy pattern release. So I'll try to have a link to be able to sign up down in the description below. But if not, then just head on over to my website, and on the main page of the website, there's a little box you can sign up in. But yeah, definitely sign up if you want to take advantage of the discount code, because that is something I only send out to my newsletter subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you could give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more behind the brand videos like this one. Have a lovely day and thanks for watching. Later on that afternoon, I went for a walk and stumbled upon this cute little echidna friend, and so I thought I'd pop in a little snippet here just for you lovely people who have watched to the very end. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and just for all your support. It really means so much to me.